Chick-Fil-A brings us stories of athletes who amaze us.
Aubrey, tonight we meet a Miramonte softball player attending her 18th school after living in 32 different homes. Despite all of her travels, Madilyn Roesner is finding great success. The Miramonte softball team is having its best season in years. Just 2 years ago, Madilyn Roesner had no idea she would be here today. The long road started when Madilyn was a small child.
Dad was an addict and kind of on and off homeless. And then my mom, right around when I was born, kind of got into addiction and substance abuse. And then my parents separated when I was 4. And after that, I was living with my mother, who is then a single mother of 2 children, because I have an older brother. I lived with her until I was about 13, where I decided, like, hey, maybe this isn't like a household that is made for me, because we moved around a lot. Miramonte is my 18th school, and I lived in 32 homes. So I decided to move out, and I moved in with my grandparents.
There was many points Maddie wasn't even in school. You know, every time my mom saw her, she was constantly buying her shoes and clothes because she didn't have any of that.
Madilyn was very close with her grandmother, who was battling lung cancer. After 18 months, Madilyn's grandmother passed away.
It's like, wow, I actually just really lost my best friend, and we were all dealing with it, but it kind of felt like everyone went through their grief before I did. So I felt kind of alone.
My mom was just a beautiful human, like absolutely phenomenal human. And we were incredibly close, and so I was there all the time. But Maddie turned to me and said, I don't want to live with Grandpa. Like, I love him, but I don't want to live there. And my dad also said, you know, I'm grieving so much, like I can't raise a teenager right now. And I turned to Maddie and I just said, you know, you're always welcome with us. You always have been welcome with us.
It's really shocking to have somebody uproot their whole life to take you in and give you a better life, because they moved from Oakland to be here so I could go to Miramonte, and they have their own 2 children, very young ones, 5 and 7. So to uproot their lives to give me just the best quality life I could ask for is really shocking and really overwhelming, but also really heartwarming.
The move to Orinda was designed to give Madilyn the best possible education. She was encouraged to join the softball team as a junior, picking up the sport very quickly. Now in her senior year, Madilyn is one of 2 team captains with a .686 on-base percentage as the starting left fielder.
She's very passionate, and
that for me too.
Yes, and she's always on top of everything.
For them to take her in under those circumstances and integrate her into their family, and she is one of their family. Heather was just telling me today about Madilyn, how she goes and plays catch with her son. And, you know, it's very heartwarming that there are good people out there in this world that will do that for their family.
It's been a really big learning experience and just growth opportunity, because a lot of these girls are just the type of people that I never grew up with. They grew up in the exact opposite of my home, where it's been really stable and really healthy. And these are girls that have had an opportunity to play softball their whole lives, whereas this is only my 2nd season. And I say that with absolutely no disrespect, because I think it's amazing that they got to grow up like that, and they are just the sweetest people ever.
I hit it 1-5.
Madilyn has thrived at Miramonte with a 3.8 GPA. Madilyn understands having her aunt's family bring her in and move to a new town has changed her life forever.
It's not enough to just say thank you or just say wow, I really appreciate this. And I haven't quite found a way to truly let her know that, and I'm sure she knows, but let her know just how grateful I am and how thankful I am for this opportunity, because it's not every day that people come and kind of give you an opportunity to be better and be who you feel you want to be but have never been able to be.
I don't want her to feel grateful or thankful. I want her to feel loved. I want her to feel loved.
Madilyn still has a close relationship with her mother and brother who live in Illinois. The family here loves living in Orinda, with nothing but praise for the Miramonte experience. Heather and her family plans to stay in Orinda even after Madilyn heads off to college next year.
1, 2, 3! Yes!
Just incredible all Madilyn has experienced in all of her travels along the way. Really a tough life that is now so much better, and she's getting ready to go to college next year and will major in environmental architecture.
She took all those adversities and just channeled it into just positivity and success.
Yeah, really outstanding.
Thank you, Robert.
I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.